Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jeremy. Today I'm going to show you all of the included models that came with my Bambu Labs X1 Carbon and give you an up-close look at how each one of them turned out. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so the first one we'll go over is the 3D Benchy. This was the very first thing that I printed, and if you've seen my unboxing video of this printer, we printed it together on video. There's not really a whole lot to say about it, but it's a nice little boat. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It was the very first thing. And on the bottom, it says CT3D.XYZ. It's a pretty nice little model. There's not a lot to say there. Up next is the outer diameter measuring tool. Again, not a whole lot to say there, but we're going to test it out. Here I have a screw, and I want to measure the diameter of this screw head. So we just try to fit it in. Let's see if I can get that closer. So we can see that doesn't fit, so it's not a 7. Looks like it fits fairly well in the 8 and the 9. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't fit in the 8. Fits in the 9 millimeter. And yeah, the 10 is too large. So now we can see that the diameter of the screw head is 9 millimeters. Pretty handy. Not sure that I'll use it very much, but if you needed this, it's a neat little tool. I assume it's accurate. Number 3 on the list is the bed scraper. This is a simple little scraper that I find myself using really more than you would think. I use it mostly for the little flow calibrations that are printed at the very beginning of each print. I have one here just to kind of show you, but this lays on the print bed, and then I just scrape this up. It makes it really easy. And I like that it's a plastic scraper, so I don't have to worry about messing up the print plate. I don't scratch it up or anything, and there's a little bit of wear and tear on this. Where I've used it, it's dented in. I mean, it's not going to hold up over time, but it works quite well. Very little amount of filament. Number 4 on the list is the foldable phone stand. This is where I will say that, like, when you're choosing the models, it's not very clear exactly what it is you're getting. So when I chose this one to print, I actually got 3 of these that came out on the print plate. So we got a really small one, a medium one, and a large one. So let's just try it out. So we'll take a look at this small one first. I think I had it upside down. Yeah, looks like that would work. Yeah, so we're gonna fold this up. And now we can see that it kind of looks like that. And it's a little flimsy. Let's try putting my phone in there. And we can see that even the smallest one holds my phone. And this is an iPhone, I think 12 Pro Max. So not a small phone. And we can see that it's holding it. Let's see about vertically. Okay. And yeah, it totally works. So you can kind of see how that looks. Hopefully we can see that. And so, yeah, that's the smallest one. I actually didn't think that would work that well. So let me try the medium one. I'm just going to set that up and fold this one. And yeah, obviously, totally works. And then, of course, the large one would work as well. And yeah, not bad. Again, it was a little interesting that I got 3 of them, 3 different sizes, when I thought I was just getting one. So just something to note. Number 5 on the list is the Burr puzzle, which is these little puzzle pieces. We can see that it's, let's see if I can get that to come in. There we go. Yep. So, and it's just a bunch of these. It actually makes like a cube, and I really haven't spent a lot of time on this. I don't think it's something I could figure out just playing with it, but there is a video online. I did see it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't do anything with it, but maybe I'll put this together and show it in the video when I when this goes live. But that is number 5. Number 6 is the minimalistic tray. This is just a simple little tray. It has little compartments here, and then this little tray just fits right down inside on the top. And you can store, little things. So we could store these puzzle pieces that I'll probably never put together. There we go. And we'll just keep that out of sight. But yeah, no, in all seriousness, it fits well. It's a nice little tray. I did actually run out of the white filament while it was printing. And I just totally switched it over to the beige, I think it is, and just finished out the print. So this was already complete. I think they were on the print bed, maybe like this side by side or something. It just ran out of the white and I replaced it with the beige. Kind of gave it a nice little ring. Number 7 is the honeycomb desk organizer. And so it just sits on the desk and we can put our pens and markers in it. So we'll just try it out. I'll put a few markers right there and some pens. Maybe even, I don't know, maybe we'll try the shorter ones. Yeah, they kind of fall out of that, but either way, you get the idea. It holds stuff kind of nice. It's a simple little design. So yeah, that's number 7. Number 8 on the list is the Spartan SD card holder. Here you can see it kind of looks a little weird. Like it just doesn't look right. And we can have this other piece. And what this actually is these are the supports that are used when printing. So basically, if you think about the way it is on a print bed, let me try to turn this so that it's easier to see. But it can't just print these in midair. So it has these little supports that are attached to help hold this print so it can actually do the print. And one of these I've already broke off, but I want to save the rest of these for the actual video. So we can see it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. So let's see how that goes. I'm just gonna, look at that. It didn't break in the right spot. Wonder if this is common. And maybe there's a better way to do this. But it looks up. Okay, so I've got that little piece. And looks like we are hung up just a little bit. Come on. Okay. So there's this fist. And then we'll just, okay. Yeah, I'm probably not doing this right. Maybe there's a better way to do it. Okay, so I expected this to be a little easier than it is. Okay, so I've got this little knife and a little flathead screwdriver. Cool. So let's clean this all up. So you do get a good deal of waste with this print. That is something else to consider if it matters. Let me get rid of this. All right, cool. So let's try out the little card holder. So I have some SD cards and micro SD cards. Just get one of each. So there's that one. And then this one. So we got an SD card and a micro SD card. And we can see we have these little slots here. So we'll just put the micro SD. Doesn't really click or anything, but it just sits there. And then we'll just put the SD as far as it goes. Yeah, let's see. Doesn't go in very far. And we can see on the back, it's hitting the arm. What about this one? Yeah, it doesn't really go in very far. Now that one was in there. I don't think it'll fall out. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, it's seems to be doing the job. So that could just sit on your desk and hold your micro SD cards and SD cards. And number 9 on the list is one of my favorites of this batch. It is the Squishy Turtle. I've already assembled this, but it was really easy. It just snaps together. But it's really cool is these legs, I don't know if you can see that, they actually move. And then also, here's his little tail, and it has, the head can go in and out. And when he's on the desk, he is actually squishy, kind of springy. So let's see if you can, like if that's not really coming across. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Number 10 on the list is the dinosaur puzzle. And here it is. So I don't want it to fall, but it's another one you have to assemble. It's really easy. There it is. Hopefully that's coming across. You see. Yeah. So pretty neat. You can just sit on your desk and yeah, there it is. The next model is the vase. This was the longest print in the entire collection, and it took just over 9 hours to print. This was actually the first model that I kicked off and then went to bed. So I think it was actually the last one of this batch that I printed because I was always like monitoring the printer, making sure everything was coming out well. And at that point, I had not had any issues. So I just kicked this off, and I think about 9.5 hours later, this was done. And yeah, I just got up the next morning and like magic, it was sitting in the printer. Number 12 is the Bambu badges. So multicolored and basically not a whole lot to say about them. Just thin little pieces of plastic, and they have the Bambu Labs logo. Not really anything else to say about them. They look fine. I mean, the quality came out pretty good. Number 13 is the Bambu Lab spool. So this is really just a spool to hold your filament. And you can see that it just kind of goes together. Turn it. And it snaps, and we can see there it is. When you order filament from Bambu Lab, you have 2 options. You can get the refill, or you can get with the spool. If you get it with the spool, it adds $3.99 to the order, or you can just buy the spool separately for $11.99. I don't know why you would do that when you can just print your own at home, or when you order the filament, just pay $3.99 for the actual spool. I don't actually have an empty Bambu Lab spool to show you, but this is, the spool that comes from Bambu Lab. I mean, they're pretty similar. I will say this feels like a slightly higher quality, but again, this was printed with some cheap PLA. I think you could probably maybe use a different filament and it might be stronger. I'm not sure, but I mean, it totally does the job. I've used it several times now. And yeah, it has a nice little click. It works well. Number 14 is the Bambu Lab sticker applicator. There's actually 2 models. One has color and the other one doesn't. So with this model, I don't really have a way to test it. I did look up to see kind of how it works. But essentially you get the stickers from Bambu Lab that gives you like 3D effects and things. And then this helps you line it up. So my understanding is you would lay this down and then you would take your build plate and it kind of fits in. You line this up and it fits in right there. And then you would put the sticker and line it up with that same thing and be able to apply it. I don't currently own any of the effects, but maybe sometime in the future I will purchase that and show you how that works in another video. And then number 15 on the list is the Bambu Lab scraper. Again, that's 2 different models. One has the color Bambu Lab, and then the other one doesn't. I went ahead and printed both because I just want to make sure there's nothing different other than that, but here they are. So now let's go ahead and try one of those out. If you remember in my unboxing video, there was a packet that said forest scraper, and I think it's a blade and a magnet and some screws or something. And so I saved this for later, and here we are. Let's go ahead and assemble it. I'm just going to open that and empty the contents onto the table. And I'm just going to do the colored one because I think it looks a little nicer. So here's our 3 pieces of plastic, 3 screws, a magnet, actually 2 magnets. And then I'm not sure how many blades. Looks like, yeah, just 1 blade. So this blade does go on the front. And then this fits on the bottom. And then we have these screws that go through the little hole here. And it looks like I'm going to need the Allen head that came with it. So let me grab that. So there was actually 2 Allen keys. So I just brought both of them. It's probably this smaller one, but we'll just make sure. Ah, it's not. So maybe it's a bigger one. Yep. So it's actually the larger one. So we have, this fits on top, and then we put the screw in. And then tighten the screw. And on this little piece, it has 2 little holes that maybe should be cleaned out. I'm not really sure. Yeah, okay, yeah. So we're just going to pull these little pieces of plastic out of there for the screws to fit in. The other one just fell out real easily. So another pro tip, keep a little screwdriver nearby. It came in handy for this and the Spartan SD card holder. So now that we have that, this fits on there. Just like that. Both of those are nice and snug. Sweet. Okay, cool. And so it looks like we have an extra screw. And then we have our holder. This just simply fits inside of. Okay, and then we have this little indentation, and that is for the magnet. So we'll peel the little sticky tape off, and then put the magnet right inside there. Now we have our magnet on this, and this is supposed to magnetize to the side of the printer, but that doesn't seem to be working at all. Okay, so maybe it magnetizes to the back of the printer, but essentially this just magnetizes to the printer, and then our scraper fits down inside just like that. Not sure how I feel about using the metal blade on that textured plate. I'm not sure if it would scratch it or not. I'll probably just stick to using my plastic scraper. It's working fine. And then last on the list at number 16 is the screw gauge. For whatever reason, when I printed it, I got 2 of them. It's just another one of those where you don't really know what you're getting when you print it. But I've got 2 of these, and I had a little screw here. And I have really no idea how to use this, but I'm just going to make a guess that I can lay it inside there and like see the length of it. And I can see that this is about 28 millimeters long, or at least from the length of the screw without the screw head. I'm not sure if these measurements are from the top or if they start, you know, from the indented part. And then I don't know what the M4, 5, and 6 is, but if you know what that is, leave me a comment down below, let me know. And that pretty much wraps it up. If you found this video helpful, consider hitting the like button down below. It would really help this brand new channel out. If you'd like to see more videos like this, consider subscribing so that you don't miss other videos when they come out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.